Sargon! Up here!
Take the prince to the Simor gate.
Anahita! Don't you dare harm him!
If you want Prince Hassan back, come and get him!
Anahita! Anahita was here. She's taking Hassan to the Simor gate.
Then Artaban may be right about her wanting the throne. That thing above us.
I'm not sure. But to get to Hassan and Anahita, we must destroy it.
From this distance, that's not possible for either of us. Maybe Menelaus can help here. Bahram sent him to the east to investigate the forest.
I'll try to find him.
I'll look for another way.
What brings you here, traveler?
My allies and I are in pursuit of...
Then you and the others are trapped here too. Mount Kaf has seen its share of traveler. Beware, warrior. Death and misery roam the city.
I've seen my share of death.
Even the most determined of warriors must be its unique properties will aid you. Just know that each one is precious and can only be changed.
I'll make good use of this. Artaban.
Sargon. Varum Suat. As for me, I cannot continue. Time flows differently here. My mind is playing tricks on me. I can't discern the truth from the imaginary.
Artaban, thank you for being honest with me.
I'm not giving in just yet. I intend to serve until my last breath. After all, if Anahita really has changed loyalties, I believe... Do you remember what I told you about propelling enemies up in the air?
An airborne enemy cannot retaliate until they're back on their feet.
At least that got in your head. Let's go over your upward attacks. Use them to hit targets above you, but also to propel ground enemies in the air. A word of warning. Using the same upward attack twice in a row will lessen... You can also use an upward attack in a fighting combination. Be sure... Following through with your attacks lets you stay in the act. Remember, Rashaba. Even a... Now then, the forward slide. It's a chance...
Closing the distance.
Now let's combine everything. Chase... Vary your upward attacks. The same one twice in a row?
I understand.
Now for a specialty of yours. Acrobatic techniques.
I'm always ready.
You know about mid-air combinations, but there are other options. You cannot chain attacks. Alternatively, you can...
Now that's a new way to lift up the enemy.
You can send the enemy up even higher with aerial combinations, rather than This technique is valuable. You can save on time or throw your foe towards it. Should you see a use for it?
If I rush to the ground afterwards, I can maintain my flow.
For that,
Very funny.
Sargon, remind me what...
Athra flows through the universe as much as weapons are the extension.
Precisely. You've been listening. Athra can be channeled, intensified in your blades. Athra-charged attacks have several advantages. Look at you. I can see your Athra radiating. You've come a long way since I met you. Now then, focus your Athra in the middle of a ground combat.
Right in between moves.
You see that? It's effective at an eye, and if they do not break... Are you also able to...
I've practiced the technique to...
Perfect. These are strong attacks, and they knock back the enemy, marking the end of the combination. With proper training, no fighting style rules above all. The greatest combat, knowing your opponent's strengths, is take massive opponents for...
My strikes knock them back, but they're too heavy for me to...
Worse still, some opponents... You must be vigilant.
Are there even worse enemies out there? None of my attacks have any...
Not showing signs of pain doesn't mean... And careful what you wish for. The Citadel is full of mysteries. And one more thing. Some enemies can recover while you're in the middle of your Some can parry your next strike, cutting short your chain of attacks. You can find out for yourself.
I see more and more the benefit of sending the enemy up in the air whenever that's possible.
But you know that's not always possible. The best defense is not always offense. A warrior who throws himself into the fray without defensive skills can win battles, but never wars.
It's not the first time I've heard you say that.
The goal is to structure combat in such a way as to hit the enemy without your dodges, backwards and forwards, allow you to pop. Your last strike in a ground combination does not allow these actions. You can also end your combination while in the air. You can dodge by doing a back. Jumping, while chaining attacks, can also be used offensively. Parrying is the best defense against a head-on attack. Not all attacks can be parried. If you're attacked from both sides, escaping is your best option. Parrying and dodging are not unique to us, Sargon. You can expect enemies who can do the same. You already know this well, how recovering your balance after a successful dodge, the
I could do this all day long.
attacking from behind. Careful against fast foes. They may turn around.
Only if they can match my...
You can kick while sprinting.
And to make a loud...
Sprinting allows you to close the distance.
Artaban, I want to put...
The art of parrying requires perfect... You've learned well. As you may have discovered, projectiles can also be returned to... Do be vigilant. Once more, not all projectiles can be... Some moves give you better opportunities to counter. Learn to identify them. Few enemies are able to recover from your...
Actually, I named them downburst count.
Whatever you say.
I wish I could parry any attack.
You know that's impossible. Even for me. Fortunately, your senses are sharp. You'll know in advance if an attack can be parried or not.
This isn't the whole day's lesson, right?
There is a lesson in every... That's what you get when you miss. Getting hit this way is particular...
Well, I can feel it.
Athra, the everlasting blade. It's the flame that gives its presence and blessing extend throughout the... By discerning the cadence of Athra's flow, Athra bestows stability and long... Sargon, your Athra burns brighter with each successful tick...
Athra surge.
Get in position and start channeling it. Conversely, taking hits... Riskier actions, such try to parry this enemy, and see how fast you can gather your Athra. Keep in mind that dodging is safer, but it will not build up Athra. Parry whenever you can. Let's talk about the Athra Surge. Since it has dodging properties, it's useful for breaking down defenses, and can stop attacks that are usually, well, unstoppable. Every warrior prides themselves on developing their ultimate techniques. But you can also learn from... Keep in mind that Athra ignites the soul. Harnessing and charging its strength is...
Any word of the others, Artaban?
Some. Though I'm not sure what help it will be to Orod passed through quickly. He told me he had glimpses of Menelaus in combat and was off to
I'm certain Menelaus will manage.
Yes. I said as much to Orod. In any case, Orod will have his back. You know, Sargon, I'm not entirely sure.